Hello, everyone. Welcome to the episode of the BG Show. I'm here to do a review of Twisters. I'm going to start with non-spoilers, so I'll do a separate review for spoilers, so don't worry. I saw the movie last night. It came out yesterday, and I got to be honest, I am very disappointed by this movie. I'll get into why. I'll try to get into why without spoiling anything. So let's just get right into it. I saw the movie, the original movie, for the first time like 2 weeks ago. I watched it on Max, and I really liked it. And it was kind of exactly what I expected. I love those '90s movies. Bill Paxton, Philip Seymour Hoffman. You get all these just classic '90s guys. It was really good, exactly what I expected. The CGI was actually pretty good for the '90s, and I really liked it. And I figured this movie, all right, you get Glenn Powell just subbed in for Bill Paxton. You get way better CGI. Maybe you get a story that's like a little bit more modern. So I was really, really into it. It was the rare movie that's like kind of IP-ish, where there is kind of like an established IP, but at the same time, it's not like a Marvel or Star Wars where I gotta care a lot. I could just kind of go in and enjoy it. But at the same time, there's also like not lore, but there's an established like franchise kind of. The first thing, first of all, I guess the inherent weakness in Twisters in general is they kind of make it, and I've heard other people say this, but they make it like a superhero movie. That's how they craft the movie, whereas like the tornado is almost like the villain. And so just by definition, there's a weakness in the movie because it's just like a force of nature. It's not like a living thing. So they try to make it the bad guy, but it's not really a bad guy. It's just a tornado. And at the end of the movie, there's like, what the climax is going to be. So that's one issue. The second thing, the second issue I have with this movie is I'm wondering when they wrote this script, if this script was written before the actors were casted. Because when you're watching this movie, it's clear that Glenn Powell is a star. He should be the main actor of this movie, but he's not. He's the supporting actor. Daisy Edgar Jones, who I'm not even that familiar with, is the actress who's like the main actress in the movie. And it takes like Glenn Powell almost like 20 minutes to get into the movie at the beginning. And my thought was they definitely wrote this movie thinking that Glenn Powell's role was going to be like this douchey whatever guy. And then they casted it. And then maybe they casted this like, who knows, like 2 years ago, a year ago, I don't know when. And as Glenn Powell became a bigger star, it became like more and more famous. They should have reworked the movie to make him the main star of the movie. And I'm not even just saying it. It's not even like a man or a woman thing. It's not even like a race thing. It's just a charisma thing. He's like so clearly more charismatic and such a bigger star than everyone else in this movie. This movie is great when he's in it. The second he's out of this movie, it just goes to shit. I've never seen anything like it. He deserved a way better script, a way better story. I thought he really, really proved himself to be like, I mean, he was already in Top Gun and he's been in other stuff, but I really felt like he has, really doing kind of like what Bill Paxton did, just for like a more modern kind of thing. So it definitely wasn't his fault. I thought he was really, really good. I thought just the script was bad. Was way too generic, wasn't interesting enough. I mean, there's only so much you can do, but I was just disappointed. I was hearing so many good things about this, and I try to stay away from like spoilers and all of those things, but I was reading like this is the best in theater experience as Top Gun Maverick. Not even close. I think this movie's not even close to the original. And I'm not someone who like automatically says the original better. I'm totally fine saying the sequel's better, even if it's a new sequel. But I thought, having watched these movies like pretty much with only 1 week between them, I thought the original was way, way better. Especially when you have supporting actors like Philip Seymour Hoffman and like, really talented people like that. But again, I don't understand why they continue to just waste potential. Like, why not just make Glenn Powell the star of this movie? I don't understand. Honestly, I was getting Madam Web vibes from Daisy Edgar Jones. I don't think she was as bad as that actress. I forgot her name. I should know that. But I thought she was really, really kind of flat in a lot of her scenes. And I gotta say, and I'll get into spoiler warnings, I've never in my life seen a bigger beta character than the one Anthony Ramos played. I can't believe he agreed to play this character. This character, the entire movie, is just supposed to look like a bitch compared to Glenn Powell. That's the only thing he's doing. It's like, oh, he's too scared for a tornado? Well, Glenn Powell's not too scared. oh, he gets friend zoned by the girl. Well, Glenn Powell is gonna hook up with the girl. It's literally just like the entire movie. This guy looks like a loser. The entire, like if you've ever seen Entourage, this is like the kind of role that they would tell Vince, do not play this role. Do not play this role. So if I'm Anthony Ramos, I mean, I don't know. Like he got paid obviously, and I'm sure he got paid well, but I don't understand why he'd play this role. His character just looked like a loser throughout this whole movie, and not just like a corporate loser, just like a loser. I've never seen anything like this, where like the entire movie just got worse and worse and worse and worse. It's like, what is even the point of this character? What is going on here? So yeah, I guess when I think of like a rating for the movie, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. I just think it's not. It's really missing the acting juice. I think they needed a much better actress to play this part. I don't think she's really given much. I think the plot is just kind of weak. I'll get into the plot points more in the movie, but just like there are scenes in this movie. That's the thing. There are scenes that are good, but then there are scenes that are like just really. So overall, I expect a lot of people to disagree with this, but I was expecting to get on here and being like, "Hey guys, movie of the summer, great theater experience. Go and see it, even if you haven't seen the original." But I'm kind of the polar opposite. It's almost like I would not rush to see this movie. I think Glenn Powell was good, but other than that, I don't think much else in this movie was good. I don't think it really has the charm of the original, and so I would watch the original on Max and then maybe go see this. But yeah, I just thought this was a dud. I think this is definitely my most disappointing movie of 2024 so far. We'll see. I mean, Deadpool next week can definitely take that mantle. But as of now, that's my non-spoiler review. I'm going to get into a spoiler warning right now. So go watch out for that video. Subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. That would help me a lot. Thanks, guys, for watching. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.